On the surface, Discord is a platform that brings people and communities together. People meet lifelong friends and find people that have similar interests to themselves. But that's only scratching the surface of this app. In reality, Discord has an extremely dark side that is incredibly easy to fall into. From servers dedicated to exposing people's private information, to servers that promote and display extreme actions and ideologies of their members, the absolutely nasty and hardly moderated not safe for work servers that are able to get away with showing people anything, and the overall incredibly worrying lack of child safety that leads to hundreds of thousands of reports of child safety violations a year, according to Discord themselves. This video is sponsored by Aura. More on them later. Discord is a platform that I've been using for years, and I've always been lucky enough to have stayed on the good side of the platform. But I know that that is not everyone's experience. There are genuinely so many stories of people being exposed to or exploited to do very violent, gross, or even illegal stuff. Now look, Discord has communities for everything. There's servers dedicated to your favorite creators, servers dedicated to celebrities, video games, hobbies, or even LGBTQ support groups. And all of those are great. It's really helpful for some people who struggle to find a community in the people around them in real life to find a community online that they can talk to about their struggles, interests, or beliefs. But that being said, that also means, naturally, there are servers that are incredibly hateful and malicious. I mean, there are servers literally dedicated to doxing people's private information. There are also servers dedicated to not safe for work content like porn and gore, which, by the way, they do not verify the age of the user to get access to those servers. We will talk about that later. Oh boy, trust me, we will talk about that later. But even servers that aren't built around a malicious or hateful idea like that, it is still not uncommon for some random spam account to join a server, post some heinous ass shit, and then dip. In fact, even though I've managed to stay on the good side of Discord for the most part, I've experienced this multiple times. For example, I was a moderator of my YouTube friend Sane Lad's Discord server for his community. One day, I noticed that I had been pinged like 3 times in his server, so I went to go see what was going on. And some random account had posted a video of, I don't even know how to explain this without getting demonetized. It was a video of a guy with one of these, and he put it in his if you know what I mean. Yeah, it was a pretty bad video. I saw this and I immediately deleted the video and banned the user that posted it permanently. But there was a few of my friend's viewers that were there on his Discord server because they liked his Minecraft content that were now seeing that shit. And they didn't have to go at all out of their way to find it. It just showed up. They were just sitting there minding their own business when all of a sudden they see a dude shove a drill into his That's pretty f***ed up. It's bad enough that kids can find this kind of shit online if they search for it, but to have it shoved down your throat while you're doing literally nothing to find it is absolutely disgusting. And this introduced something that I think is a massive problem with Discord, because the servers on Discord have moderators that are self-applied by the owner. So if the owner doesn't properly ensure that the moderators are going to do a good job at keeping things safe, or the owner just doesn't care enough, then there is basically no interference from anyone else to suppress stuff like this. It's not like Discord's just gonna go around to every single server and be like, hey, just making sure everything correlates with our guidelines. They're not doing that. That's not happening. They basically just leave it up to the owners of the servers to know how to moderate their own environment, which of course is how you end up with Discord servers dedicated to something like doxing people, or gore servers, or CP servers. Like, this is literally some dark web shit. People getting into a server to figure out how to steal someone's personal information or spread illegal media of children, and this shit is going on Discord? What the fuck? Now, I don't want to just sit here and yap and just go, meh, Discord bad because I say so. I want to make sure that I actually know what I'm talking about. So I gathered some of my viewers that have actually experienced these gross sides of Discord, and I asked them to tell me their stories. I found people that had been manipulated by people they trusted into sharing lewd photos while they were a minor. People that stumbled across nasty, not safe for work servers as a kid, and even people that were being fetishized because of their gender in a server that that was supposed to be a safe place for them. We're also going to be talking about how it's incredibly easy to lie about your age and the just overall many instances of child safety being violated on this platform. So yeah, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty here. But before we can get into all of that, let's take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's video, Aura. So Discord has its fair share of problems, believe me. From child safety to doxing to hackers, but it's not only Discord where you have these problems. In fact, these days, almost everywhere you go on the internet, you're at risk of your data being collected, hackers, and more. Aura is an extremely helpful tool that comes with so many different features that are designed to help you take control of your data and feel comfortable when browsing the internet. I mean, it has an antivirus software, so if you're using Discord and you accidentally click the sus link and you're worried you might have a virus, well, you can use Aura to check your computer for viruses. It also automatically removes your data from those evil data brokers that steal your data, which makes your data publicly available for anyone to look up. So if you don't want to be posted in a doxing server, Aura's here for you. Just saying. It'll also search for your info on the dark web and help you figure out how you can remove it if it finds anything. It even comes with a built-in password manager and helps you look at your credit score really easily. And my personal favorite feature of Aura is the built-in VPN that allows you to browse the internet safely. So let's say you were, hypothetically, browsing weird Discord servers for research purposes for a video that you were gonna make about the dark side of Discord on your YouTube channel. Why does that sound so familiar? Anyways, you're gonna need a VPN for that, okay? If someone was in that situation, that would come in handy. Genuinely, Aura has so many features that are incredibly helpful to stay safe online. And if you want to give Aura a try, then click the link in my description or go to aura.com/dakotatalks to try 14 days for free. Trust me, you won't regret at least doing the trial to see how Aura can help you stay safe online. All right, now let's get back to Discord. Before the break, I discussed how, for some people, it's really helpful to join servers on Discord that brings them community. For example, LGBTQ support groups. Those can be insanely helpful for someone who has no one around them to talk to it about or doesn't feel comfortable being open with the people around them. But what happens if a bad actor joins a safe space like that just to take advantage of that community?
So I joined this like queer safe space server. I had like just come out to my family as trans and wanted to meet other trans people and whatnot. As soon as I joined this server, I had somebody add me and start like aggressively sexting me like within seconds of joining the server. And I had just gotten out of a relationship at the time as well, so I was pretty like petty and down bad, so I kind of went along with it. I was 16 at the time and they claimed they were 17. This person would like constantly bring up my gender and like make it like a kink thing. It was so weird, and it got to a point where they made me make an Amazon list that they could edit, so they were able to like send me like sex toys and stuff. And then after I blocked them, I went back to that server and I found there was a confessions channel, and I found an old confession from them. It was something along the lines of like, I make trans girls and like femboys think that I'm in love with them for my own pleasure, like to get like pictures and stuff. It was so weird, and I'm so glad I got out of that when I could.
And this is far from an isolated incident. It's really important to have servers like this, but unfortunately, Discord is basically lawless. Unless the owner is prepared for and knows how to prevent this type of thing from happening. But even then, of course, Discord DMs are still there for someone like this to take advantage of someone. I do think Discord is a good platform, and we're going to talk about that more in depth later. But when a platform essentially relies on the users of the platform to moderate themselves, it just doesn't work out. Now, obviously, Discord has rules, and I'm sure that they go around and take down servers that are illegal or against their terms of service all the time. But there are always ways to get around that. Unlike on YouTube, where they have an algorithm that automatically goes through every video on the platform and makes sure that they're safe for work. Sometimes stuff slips through the cracks even then, but it's way less. On Discord, that just doesn't happen at all. Unless the servers are being extremely unsubtle in their intent, or they're being mass reported by users, these type of things just slip right past the cracks, basically. And if you pair this with Discord's extremely big issue with child safety, it just doesn't turn out good for anyone involved. Here's the problem with Discord's policies around children. You have to be 13 years old to sign up for Discord. And thankfully, Discord does have a feature called the Family Center, where you can connect to your child's account so that you can monitor their behavior a little bit, block strange users, and hide certain types of content from them. But here's the thing. That Family Center thing is not required on accounts that are under 18. Yeah, it's available if you're under 18, and if you try to join a not safe for work server, it won't let you view any of the not safe for work content, assuming all of the channels are properly age restricted. But you still have access to every other fucking danger on Discord with no moderation. Your parent doesn't even have to sign off on your use on the app. So that's a problem. But that's also assuming that you tell Discord the truth about how old you are. Alright guys, I'm gonna prove to you how incredibly easy it is to just completely lie about your age on Discord and get access to the entire dark side, okay? Let's make the display name, trust me, I'm not 18 years old yet. 420, 69, 420. Awesome, it's available. For the birthday, let's put March 4th, 1969, okay? Meaning that I would be 55 years old. I'm not 55 years old, obviously. Let's see if it lets me do this. And we're in. Oh, wait, hold on. Verification required. Verify by phone. Okay, now I gotta verify my email too. Verify email. Look at that, we're in. I'm now in Discord as a 55-year-old person. I'm not 55 years old. Let's look up 18 plus Discord server. I'm kind of scared here, actually. I'm actually a little bit scared to join any of this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Just like that. Already. Not safe for work. Porn. Nude zone. What the fuck is this? I'm not gonna go into these servers, to be completely clear, but I am going to try to join one really fast to show that it literally is not hard to sneak in, okay? We're not gonna explore the server at all, but I'm gonna join one that is 18 plus as someone who is not 18 plus to show you that it is not hard to join one as someone who is not 18 plus, okay? All right, ready? Ready? Accept invite, ready? I am human, yes I am. I'll select the ducks. Boom, I'm in. I'm in the server, okay? And you wanna see something even worse? Age restricted channel. So that means I can't see it because I'm not 18, so I don't have like an ID to prove that I'm 18 because I'm not 18, right? Continue. I'm in. It's that f***ing easy. That just shows you it's not hard to just make an account, lie, say, oh yeah, I'm 55 years old, and then join a not safe for work and inappropriate server. This is not okay. Someone who is 10 years old could literally make a Discord account right now and be like, I'm gonna go join a not safe for work nude server. It happens all the fucking time, okay? And this is a massive problem on Discord. There are laws that are becoming in place for sites like Pornhub. In the United States, there are laws around letting kids just click, yes, I'm 18, and then going and viewing Pornhub. That is really good. Those laws are extremely important. And it's extremely helpful for children that are on the internet and they inevitably will fall into those rabbit holes. Now, to open up a website like Pornhub as someone who is under 17 years old, you would have to put in an ID and sign up and prove that you are 18. You have to actually prove it. And that is really important. In places like Discord, because they aren't a platform, they're able to get away with literal dedicated servers, which is, if anything, more dangerous because the people that are joining these servers have direct connections with people that are also viewing this stuff, or maybe even might get direct connections with the people in the photos or videos. It is incredibly disturbing. It is incredibly disappointing and like scary. Like, I'm so glad that I've never fallen into this side of Discord, but there are so many people that have, and it's a really big problem that we need to address. I talked to someone in an interview that stumbled into the situation that I just described, and in fact, they had a really good solution on how Discord could fix this insane issue.
So when I was around like 10 years old, right, you know, you shouldn't be using Discord, and you shouldn't be on social media, right? Like, but it's really easy to lie about your age, and especially during like COVID and lockdown, kid does that, right? You know, they see Discord, they see all these content creators using Discord and promoting Discord. They're going to go on Discord, right? The problem is that you can really easily lie that you're above 18 and get access to like really easily to NSFW channels. Because of that, I was a child, I was stupid, and So I did that, right? So Discord members would like send me invites. They would get like hook you in, and like they would be like normal at first. Then you'd scroll down and you'd see that there are like a lot of like inappropriate channels, which is just not suitable. And being a kid and it's just stupid, so you click on it, right?
Yeah.
And it just hooks you in, right? And it's so easy to access it. Like the click of a button, I gained access to thousands upon thousands of images of appropriate pictures that a minor should not have access to, right? If a channel is NSFW, they can send whatever they want. Whatever they want. There are no limitations. There are no limits. Some might say like, what do you want Discord to do? And so one of the things that I've like come up with, I'm a Discord developer quote. Discord already stores your ID. When you want to become a developer and you want to verify your Discord bot, they already store your ID. They ask you for your ID, right? And so why not instead, like when someone wants to verify their age as at least minimum above 18, right? Why not like force them, if they want to gain more access, like NSFW servers, channels, things like that, they should like ask you maybe for your ID or like some sort of verification that you're at least above 18.
And he's exactly right. We need to actually require some sort of age verification, especially at the bare fucking minimum, to be able to view not safe for work content by literally just going, yeah, I'm 40, so I'm gonna be able to go watch this because I'm an adult, when you're 7 years old, is fucking insane. We need, to the bare minimum, ID people or something to grant them access to an unrestricted server full of porn and gore and shit like that. I don't want my 7-year-old seeing that because Discord thinks they're 40 years old. What the fuck? I'd argue that it's important that we verify all users' ages as they sign up for Discord, and any account that is under 18 needs to have parental permission and supervision required, because even if kids are on places on Discord that aren't not safe for work, you're still very prone to being taken advantage of on this app. And I think it's really important to ensure that all users under 18 years old have parental figures looking over what they're doing on this platform. The fact that an 8-year-old kid can just sign up for Discord with a fake name and a fake age while hiding it from their parents, and not only getting access to open chat rooms, which could already be inappropriate and dangerous enough, but they can join not safe for work servers with incredibly little pushback and no verification on their age is not fucking okay. And if you're thinking, oh, well, parents should know what their kids are doing online. Yeah, I do agree. But technology has developed so fast that a lot of times parents don't know how to do that. The generational divide makes it nearly impossible for some parents to be able to moderate what their kids are doing online because they don't know how to do that. For example, my mom didn't have the internet until she was probably, 30 years old? Let me know in the comments, Mom, but I hope I'm not aging you too much, but you don't know how to regulate what I do on the internet. You just don't. That's why she didn't know about my YouTube channel until I was blowing up like less than a year ago. I hid it from her. It's literally not that hard to do. And it's not that she wasn't trying. She just fucking didn't know how to do it. I grew up with the internet. She didn't. I know more about it. And this is the exact situation for so many families across the world. Sorry, I know I'm getting worked up right now, but I just feel really strongly that this is so important, okay? We need to verify ages. We need to verify ages. We need to verify ages! Similarly, we need to talk about Discord's CP problem. As I mentioned before, there are a lot of instances of incredibly gross Discord servers that are able to be hosted on this platform, but none of those compare to the servers literally dedicated to soliciting CP, which, by the way, if you don't know what CP is, it's an abbreviation for a very disgusting and illegal form of media involving children. I can't really say any more than that. I think you can figure it out from there. There are servers on Discord, though, that will hide under pseudonyms like Cheese Pizza or Chess Piece. And they will basically just use these places to distribute very disgusting and very illegal media. Even if they're not using Discord directly, they're making a place for people to get together so they can share links to places like Telegram. The YouTuber I Am Lucid made a really good video diving a lot deeper into this topic, and I highly recommend that you watch his video after this one. It's a really important conversation to have. And he talks more specifically about Discord servers that are soliciting CP, which is absolutely disgusting, but I want to focus more on the world of Discord DMs, because Discord DMs also have a massive CP problem, and just overall a child exploitation problem. Multiple of the interviews that I did regarded being pressured into sending lewd photos of themselves by a stranger they met on Discord. And these people were not 18 years old, making that CP.
I had met a guy online. He was very lovingly at first, and he was 16. I was also 16. So the first few months of our relationship were just love bombing, and I would say he would love me, he would cherish me forever and stuff. And then the next few months was him trying to role play with me, and the role plays were very, very sexual in nature, and it was just gross. And I always tried to keep his attention, because he would try to he wouldn't try, he would be sending me pictures of these beautiful women from Pinterest, and then I would be comparing myself to all these women, and then he was like, "Oh, you're perfect, don't change yourself." But clearly it felt like that I wasn't perfect, and so I sent those kinds of pictures to him to keep his attention, and then later those pictures wouldn't keep his attention as much as they used to. So then I had to send him more provocative things in nature, and I really regret that.
A lot of these interviews show how incredibly vulnerable children are on this platform. One person even said they were randomly reached out to by some random guy in a Discord server, and when they were asked to call, they were immediately met with something very disturbing.
I was 14 at the time. I was on my alt account in a random Discord server. I guess some random dude DMs me, and then he starts talking to me about random shit. It was pretty brief. I don't remember anything of the conversation, but eventually he asked to call, and then we called.
Uh-oh.
And then we both had our cameras on, but I don't know, his was delayed a little bit, and then it was pointed up at the wall, and next thing you know, he's looking off to my face. I'm like, oh, sorry.
No,
I don't know how else to put it.
This just furthers my point even farther. If Discord verified the ages of the users on their platform, these things could be significantly suppressed. Don't get me wrong, these things will always happen on the internet. It's really unfortunate, but there are just so many people out there that want to hurt and exploit children, and no matter how many restrictions you put on these platforms, it's nearly impossible to fully eradicate it. They will always somehow find loopholes. But when there's platforms that don't do their best to suppress this kind of stuff, it's really frustrating. Think about it like laws in the government. People still commit murder, even though it's illegal and you can go to jail for a long time. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't have laws against murder, because if we didn't have laws against murder, then it would happen a lot more often. Or if we didn't have laws at all, people would devolve into complete anarchy. It's the same kind of thing with Discord. They have very limited precautions when it comes to keeping children safe on Discord. And unfortunately, like I said, it's pretty much impossible to fully eradicate these situations, especially on a chat platform like Discord. But with proper safety requirements, it could be significantly reduced. Unfortunately though, Discord likely won't make any of these changes unless a law is passed that legally requires them to do this. Every platform on the internet does the bare minimum when it comes to child safety, because that's how they make money. If Discord started IDing every single person that tried to sign up for the platform, that would make people less likely to sign up. And if there were all these extra steps and restrictions on younger users, which are an extremely big part of their user base, it would lead to less users. And that is a good thing, because those users shouldn't be on this platform. And if they are, they need to at least be restricted in a safe way. But in Discord's eyes, they see all of their users as dollar signs. Less users means less dollars. Therefore, they're not gonna make these changes unless they have to. These issues have been prevalent on Discord for long enough, and continuing to let them be rampant is only making it worse and worse. Sadly, all we can really do as random people online is to make people aware. If parents and kids are more aware of the dangers of Discord, then they'll be more properly prepared on how to protect their kid using this platform. But like I said earlier, Discord isn't all bad. I really like this platform if you use it correctly. I've been using it since, I was probably too young to start using it, and my mom didn't know about it. I'm sorry, Mom. But as someone who managed to stay on the good side of Discord, I've just used it to talk to people that have similar interests to me, and I found it incredibly valuable. In real life, growing up, I didn't know anyone that made YouTube videos like I did, and thanks to Discord, I was able to find a really strong group of people that I'm able to nerd out about YouTube with. In fact, I recently met them all in real life at a YouTube convention, and even today, we still talk on calls and run ideas by each other and get feedback on scripts of intros and stuff like that. So, is Discord inherently bad? No. Discord is great on the surface, but beneath the surface, unfortunately, corporate greed stops Discord from making very important child safety changes on their platform that would significantly cut back on these horrible cases. Discord has its problems, but it also has its good sides. So if you're going to use Discord or any other platform on the internet, just be careful. It's a dangerous world out there. Thanks again to Aura for sponsoring this video. Be sure to click the link in my description, and I'll see you guys next time.